I picked up Sons of the Devil, which we went through in Nathan's segment, and Wayward, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about. This issue, I felt, took a really interesting turn.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see how everything goes from here on out, because, there was definitely some interesting developments, especially with Ayani's character, I felt, because the ending makes me wonder if her anger might have altered something within her, because Ayani has an affection with cats.
Yeah.
And now she has other creatures that we have seen in this comic before that were on a different side.
The other thing is that you definitely want to get into the mythology of those creatures in Japanese lore.
Yes.
Because, oh my god, there's a lot of really, really interesting stuff going on in that comic.
For sure, yeah. And, I really liked how things went with Rory's character as well, because she was kind of like a character that, she was from a broken home, essentially, and she felt extremely alone all the time. And now she knows that she has these people in her life, and she knows that their destinies are intertwined, and I think that's really made a huge impact on her character. So, yes, a lot of development, and I really enjoyed the issue. I'm really excited for more.
It's fantastic. Like, honestly, Wayward is one of the most interesting comics being published right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I eat it like candy.
I picked up Red Sonja, which I haven't had a chance to read yet.
It's really good.
Exciting. I'll let you talk about that then. Also got Curb Stomp number 4 of 4. I haven't read this one either.
It's also really good.
Okay, well that's the one you can talk
I'm
about.
on press lists. I get all this stuff like earlier. So
I know, I
Start
hate
asking
you.
Aaron for
Pisces number 2. Did you read this one?
I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
What the
This
hell's going
one,
on in space?
it looks like a hand that's about to stab her in the eye. This one, okay, it made me really confused because you guys said it was like he was an alien on an alien world or something like
No,
that.
I said something else. I can't remember what I said. No,
That he was in contact with aliens.
Oh,
is
that's not what I
what
said.
was told last time.
I thought that like
That he was
lost
part of
in
a special space mission.
I thought he was lost in space and he's remembering things that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in space. It's dreams that he has.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he was part of the Vietnam War, and he meets another fighter from there, and they both have these dreams, and he was explaining that his nightmares are always that he's lost in space, and
I guess it's like an infinite and like
so it's more. It looks like it's more of like the effects of post-traumatic stress syndrome,
Sort of
and
like a Jacob's Ladder style of thing?
yeah. I know.
tigers are my favorite.
A tiger might die. But yeah, no, it was definitely. It still leaves you like super confused. But there is definitely a lot more answers to the first issue.
It's a riddle.
I think that's exciting. Like it's gonna Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, it's like you never really know what to expect. No, because
No, because this is
Shyamalan
probably
Ding Dong
better.
ruins everything he touches, especially
Shyamalan.
Avatar.
Oh god.
Let's not talk about Avatar. We're actually.
I like the bending.
We don't talk about Fight Club. We don't talk
What
about
bending?
The Last
We don't-
Airbender.
Yeah, the rock bender.
They were just really sad in the Earth prison that was surrounded by Earth.
Yep.
I know. And
Nothing.
it took like an hour for that rock to go
Yep.
across the screen. I was
Yep.
like,
And
really?
the Avatar.
Yeah.
Yep. And that Avatar.
Do you mean the
Ong.
Avatar?
The Avatar. Ong.
Ong
Ong.
and Sokka?
And
Yeah, but I like
Sokka.
that they water bend and stuff.
Oh, and then my brother met a princess named Yue, and they became friends really fast.
Dickhead.
Next scene, making out.
Yeah.
Just like,
Wow.
what?
She's got
Wow.
dick hair.
Yeah.
I just...
No, it was so bad. Anyway, so Pisces.
That's the voice of that girl is the voice of Asami in
Is
Korra.
she really?
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
kind of amazing. It
Yeah.
makes me really, really happy for reasons.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Not
those
the not
reasons
the girl who
are.
plays not the Katara, the
Yeah.
wow, I should
Yui.
know. Yeah.
Yui.
I have not watched that.
Or wait,
Been a long
let's
time.
call it what
I heard
it
watching
would be in that
Charles last
movie.
night.
You.
But yeah, so Pisces, I really enjoyed this issue. I liked the character interaction
Ooh, I
between
like
the
how they
two
sort of
army guys, and yeah, I think it sets you up with more questions, but it's questions that you really want to know and you want to keep on reading because, like, the characters are just so interesting. It's another nightmare. He's just like randomly clean. He's a janitor and he goes and he cleans and
Cannot wait to read this.
he's just standing there and he sees these things and they're so real to him, and he thinks that he's
Losing his
honestly
mind.
like losing his mind. Yeah, but it's really interesting just
I think
seeing
that-
all these like different
It's
dreams that they have.
It's a really interesting comic because I don't think people like. There's so much controversy about going to war and different wars and like the people that go to war, but like even I like that even when you don't believe in what they're doing, you support them because they're doing what other people aren't doing.
It's
But you
never the
come back
soldiers.
so damaged.
Yeah, you do.
Like doesn't
War-
matter what kind of person you are. Like you're supposed to be this person that's unstoppable and helping and whatever else. But the things you see, the things that happen over there, it's just
well, especially in Vietnam.
Yeah.
like
Any
and
war.
it's like it doesn't matter. Like it's just people like to ignore the bad things that happen in the world. Like that's my whole thing with Game of Thrones. People are like trying like none of those things are okay, but they happen today.
Yeah.
And if you're not prepared for them and you don't think about them, then you're just gonna be ignorant. And
Are we talking about the Sansa rape? Because Jenna just got raped literally like every episode, the whole first season. Why is it such a big deal with Sansa? Anyways,
I'm not getting into the point is that like those things happen, and that I think that the idea with Pisces is that like the warpedness of the comic really shows how warped your mind is when you come back. Like some people lose everything.
You don't come back from that sort of situation the same person at all.
No,
You
like
can't.
I can't ever pretend like I can know what it's like, but like you know, like you read and you see TV shows about people losing their entire life because they come home a different person and they can't be as close to the loved ones.
And it's not just that. It's not just watching your friends die that stays with you. It's also the things that you do because you never really get over any of it.
Yeah.
It follows you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you get a lot of people that protest soldiers, which has always confused me.
The
'cause
soldiers
it's-
are only following orders.
It's
like,
never the soldiers that want to go to war. No soldier in the history of mankind, with the possible exception of the Spartans, wanted to go to war.
yeah.
It's always for political reasons. And you get people that are like, well, religion is the root of all evil. And it's never even religion, because all the religions turn around and are like, no, don't kill anybody and try not to do anything bad. It's politics.
Yeah.
And it's occasionally religion masquerading as politics, or corporations masquerading as politics, or whatever else. But it's people sending other people out to get destroyed. And even when you win, you still end up destroyed on some level.
Yeah. And one thing that I do really like about Pisces too is that it does deal with post-traumatic stress syndrome because no one really talks about it.
No.
Like to have this comic come out, it's kind of like anxiety too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand it, but so many people go through it, and it's just like this kind of gives you a window into these people's minds of like what they're going through.
Well, toxic masculinity, right? Like you're not allowed. You're a manly man. You're not allowed to actually have feelings or emotions. You gotta
I love how you
gotta
go
be.
southern accent.
Yeah, well, you gotta be manly all the time, right? It's like when Fox News comes out and tells you that you got to be a man and you got to stand up for what Fox News is telling you to stand up for, and you got to kick all logic and science to the curb. This is a thing that you gots to do. And then they bring out the Fox News hosts and they're like, can you change a tire because that's a manly thing? And then they can't. And it's real funny. Or they get caught lying. Like I don't even understand how Fox is still like has news at the end of their name.
It's not news. It's just
But-
gossip.
But like what Jenna was saying though is just like the awareness. It's nice to have like more awareness. Like there was a lady that came in. Pete was telling us about it, and her husband have been in the war. They have a dog that's not like it's not a seeing eye dog, but it's a
Anxiety
and
dog.
it's an anxiety dog, but it's a larger dog, and it was trained to know when she's starting to have
An attack.
an attack, and it leans into her and lets her know. Like people make fun of Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, because she has a dog that goes with her. But like, even though Carrie Fisher hasn't been in a war, she still has her own problems, and she still has she's working on them, obviously.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, like, people that make fun of her for having a dog,
I don't get
I'm
that
like,
one at all.
she's not smoking. Like, the dog is adorable, and it's helping her be, like, comfortable being around people. So it's like, people that don't go through it and don't understand it should research it and stop.
But they won't because
Yeah.
you know there's other important things like you know they're not going to let you kick gay people out of restaurants and
Yeah.
stuff.
This is
Yeah.
starting to get into some really deep topics.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jenna's title,
Jenna,
Jenna's
anything else you
episode,
got?
we get a little serious.
Okay.
Well, that's the interesting thing, right? Because comics allow us to explore all of this stuff, and you can often get away with topics in comics that you can't get away with in any other medium, simply because most people don't really pay attention to them. So Pisces talking about post-traumatic stress disorder is awesome.
Yeah.
Gem and the Holograms dealing with different body types and different
Yeah.
sexualities and how those relationships all work. Like, that's awesome. Awesome stuff.
I have to give them a lot of props for that, not just being all tiny, skinny figures. Like,
Even Thor dealing with the idea of corporate greed and just how that's destroying things and how it's manipulating things on a political level is not the sort of thing that you're going to see in any other medium. And it's the sort of conversation that we really need to talk about. So it's fun being able to see all of this stuff.
So, Erin, you want to give us a quick rundown?
Hey,
No, you're not dying?
She's got
I'm
comments
not
left.
down here.
We've
We're
got
gonna
a
lighten
lot
up
of
before we end
Wow.
up. Jeez.
Jesus,
No.
man.
Downer of the
I
week.
see how
I'll
it
stay
is.
downer of the week for the rest of the week now.
It's okay, man.
Aw,
You've got
Scarlett
that
Couture #2 came out,
Yep.
and this one wasn't as fun and fluffy as the other one, but I still enjoyed it.
It's a lot of exposition.
It is. It
Is there a
was,
cosplayer
yeah.
at the end?
A cosplayer?
It's,
No. Well,
No,
maybe.
it's Scarlett Couture. It's
Oh.
It's probably a model that's hired to do it. Anyways, now I want to look back what that is.
So,
it's an
sorry.
interview. It's interesting, but I'm gonna.
Okay. Yeah, this one wasn't as fun. It definitely got a lot more serious, but yeah, I like it. I like the mystery behind it to kind of figure out like why these corporations are killing off supermodels.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'll pick up the next issue.
Was it like Zoolander?
Well, except
Or
for the
they-
models are smart.
Everybody's
That's what
smart.
I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like, well, like, they're not smart.
There's a lot of intelligence in that comic.
Yeah,
the problem
yeah.
is that it's obtusely delivered.
But I mean, it's a one-man or one-woman comic. She does everything: writing, art, coloring.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It was also like a web comic, so
Yeah, you can tell that it was a
Yeah.
webcomic, and that's not disparaging at all, because I love webcomics,
yeah,
and it's kind of cool to see them getting hard
Printed,
copies.
yeah.
So
yeah. It definitely didn't feel as totally spies this time around, but I'll definitely keep on reading it. And then this, I didn't
so
know it was
handsome.
out, but oh my god.
So handsome. Look at that guy.
Deluxe hardcover of Ninja Turtles, the IDW collection. I just saw it and I'm just like, I need this.
Haha, Nathan,
I
it's
need
two.
it.
It's the only
I
one.
know.
yeah,
the only
it's
one.
it's
Super broken.
I
Anyways.
have them
can't afford
in
it.
like the softcover trades, but like just
Same.
even the spine.
Oh, I'm getting
it's just
that.
like,
I'm looking
can you
at that and
imagine
I'm-
how nice this will look on your bookshelf?
I am right now.
I know. I'm really
Physically
excited.
out of room.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that.
I'm out
Yeah,
of room.
when it's
Oh, that's
and it's,
so well done.
this, like,
Good
the
job,
top of
IDW.
The side.
The IDW iteration of the Ninja Turtles is the best iteration, like the best version of it that has ever existed. They take everything good from every Ninja Turtle thing ever, stick it in a
Yeah.
blender, hit puree, and take out the best stuff. It's amazing.
Ironically,
good,
I
so
tried to
good.
watch the movie last night.
I'm
I got
No.
I got through April O'Neil like jumping on trampoline, and I was like, "What am I watching?"
Yeah, no, it's,
You're not even the right hair color.
I know. It's like you couldn't buy a box of hair dye. Like, come on.
Nothing.
She doesn't need to. She go to the nicest salon in Hollywood. I'm sure they'd be like, "Yes, ma'am."
I know.
Also, the
Yeah.
new issue of Ninja Turtles is out today, and none of us actually talked about it, which is odd because it's really good. But I
don't
know,
get them in single issue. I just get the trades.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Again,
the trades yet.
I'm on press stuff, so I can get all of this stuff. But
You suck.
someone is specialer than the rest of us.
Not at
If
all. I've been
any
working with this for
comic
years.
book companies
Why
are
not?
watching this, send me a Twitter message,
Yeah.
and I'll read your stuff.
I'll read
Oh,
your
yeah.
stuff. I'd like to spend less money. I need some.
Well, no,
For
it's.
20
I'll
it's
still end up buying the ones I
Oh,
really
yeah.
I
like,
still end up
Oh,
buying
yeah.
trades.
Yeah.
I buy all the trades of the stuff I love, and that I'm buying. IDW, Tom Waltz and Eastman are the script writers, and it's really freaking good. They just wrapped up their big major long running arc has been Krang is going to activate the Technodrome and terraform the entire planet. So you got Shredder, Baxter Stockman, the Neutrinos, and the Ninja Turtles all trying to stop him.
Yeah.
And they did, and all of them lost. So they stopped Krang, and everybody lost something. The Turtles nearly lost Donatello. Shredder was, as far as the Foot Clan knows, Shredder is dead. Shredder is actually just teamed up with... The only person who won out of that was Baxter Stockman.
Are you
You
guys
asked for
having
this.
fun?
He's picking on me.
You asked for this.
No, I didn't.
I just
Oh
saw
my god.
squishy.
Oh my god.
Now I'm
Okay,
grossed
okay,
out.
So now I'm done.
Now it's Aaron's turn.
So